This time, we will cover the true greatness of Shohei Ohtani's performance, the challenges facing the Dodgers, and the outstanding play of Japanese players Seiya Suzuki and Shota Imanaga. First, here is the news about Shohei Ohtani. On August 18, Japan time, Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers started as the number 1 designated hitter in an away game against the Rockies. Shohei Ohtani played an active role, hitting 4 hits, including 2 home runs, and driving in 3 runs, leading the team to victory. For the first time in a long time, we were able to see the Shohei Ohtani that we all have been longing for. In the previous game, he hit into a double play, and we felt a bit anxious about his hitting. But this time, Shohei Ohtani adjusted his game remarkably well. The home run he hit in the 5th inning off Rockies starter Tomoyuki Sugano came after he let a low and away cutter go for a ball on the first pitch, and then caught a low middle cutter on the second pitch, driving it deep into the left center field stands. However, what was truly amazing about this home run was that it wasn't a perfect shot struck with the sweet spot of the bat. Rather, it was hit near the tip of the bat, an impact that for an ordinary player would have ended up as a center flyout or, at best, a direct hit off the fence. It is my view that Shohei Ohtani's sheer power is what carried it over the fence. Sending it over the wall even when missing the sweet spot felt so quintessentially Shohei Ohtani. His second home run came in the 6th inning, where he caught a middle slider from pitcher Juan Mejia perfectly without missing a beat. It was a magnificent hit to right center field. The common factor in Shohei Ohtani's home runs this time, unlike in the previous game, is that he was firmly drawing the pitched ball deep into the zone before making contact. I believe that his clear mindset of watching the ball closely led to such a wonderful result. Thanks in large part to Shohei Ohtani's magnificent performance, the Dodgers, who had been showing miserable games day after day, demonstrated the true strength we expect from them with a blowout victory in this game, which was truly wonderful. With these 2 home runs, they marked his 28th and 29th home runs of the season. In the first half of the season, Shohei Ohtani suffered a prolonged hitting slump, something he experienced for the very first time in his career. And while we were worried for a time, I am genuinely overjoyed that he was able to launch his 29th home run like this. The year 2026 has been a year where many things have occurred for Shohei Ohtani, including the defeat in the WBC, and opening the season as a 2-way player for the first time since transferring to the Dodgers. This long-term hitting slump was just one of those events. And he did exceptionally well to recover his hitting to this point. I believe this is the result of Shohei Ohtani's unseen effort behind the scenes. He is a 2-way player in pitching and hitting, and on the pitching side, he continues to build up meticulous daily training, playing catch every day and checking his pitching form. As for hitting, up until he fell into that long-term slump, he had such exceptional natural sense that even without extensive practice, as long as he maintained his plate discipline, he could hit home runs. However, when he fell into that long slump in the first half of the season, his previous practice methods no longer worked, and he must have agonized and suffered considerably. He repeatedly went through trial and error, and I believe he engaged in hitting drills that he had never done before. During that same period, as a pitcher, he was showing pitch after pitch worthy of contending for the Cy Young Award. And I interpret that the heavy strain from intense hitting practice combined with his pitching duties caused him to injure his left knee. Because this show interpreted that Shohei Ohtani had trained so intensely that he ended up hurting his left knee. We were not overly worried about his left knee injury. We reasoned that if it was an injury caused not by a play on the field, but by practicing too hard, it was not a fatal or severe injury. As a result, seeing him now hit home runs in succession and perform brilliantly like this, we feel that our assessment of him was indeed correct. I hope Shohei Ohtani continues to showcase hit after hit that contributes to the team's victories at this rate. However, there is one concern regarding the Dodgers. They should avoid having Edwin Diaz pitch in the 9th inning. In his appearance in the 9th inning of this game as well, he surrendered 3 runs. This is a major problem. The reason is that, while the Dodgers should have closed out this game with a comfortable 11-2 victory, having Diaz give up hits and get hit in succession in the 9th inning ended up ruining the Dodgers' good rhythm. To explain what kind of negative impact this brings. Finishing a game with a good rhythm allows the position players to feel good and play comfortably from the first inning in the next game. However, struggling at the very end makes the position players feel exhausted, worsens the team's momentum, and can hardly be expected to have a positive influence on the next game. On this show, we advocate that baseball is not a matter of isolated dots, but a sport where everything is connected like a line. And in the exact same way, a team's rhythm is not isolated dots, but connected like a line. If you have a massive lead, finishing the game with that massive lead and in a good rhythm is the absolute best thing for the team. Diaz was unable to do that. While it is good that the team won, his appearance in the 9th inning was, to say the least, far from fulfilling the role of a closer. On this show, we recommend utilizing a daily closer system. Rather than locking in one fixed closer, have pitchers take on the closer role on a daily basis. I believe it would be better to have Diaz pitch as a setup reliever instead. I would like to keep a close eye on the Dodgers' strategy looking ahead. Next is the news about Seiya Suzuki. On August 18, Japan time, Seiya Suzuki of the Cubs started as the number 2 hitter and right fielder in a home game against the White Sox. In his first at-bat, he launched a 95.7 mph fastball from White Sox pitcher Luis Castillo straight to center field for his 22nd home run of the season. Seiya Suzuki has been maintaining his great form recently, showing active performance including hitting a home run in this game as well, contributing to the team's victory. Since this year is the final year of his contract with the Cubs, it is also a vital period for Seiya Suzuki to showcase his worth. By showing such active performances, he will be able to stand in an advantageous position in negotiations with various clubs when he becomes a free agent in the off-season. So I hope Seiya Suzuki keeps up this momentum and does his best. In this game, the starting pitcher for the Cubs was Shota Imanaga. He pitched 6 innings and allowed 3 runs before leaving the mound, and while Imanaga did not get a win or loss decision, he firmly crafted the game, struck out 10 batters in a fine pitching display, and contributed to the team's victory. Regarding Shota Imanaga as well, he is on a 1-year contract with the Cubs, so we do not know whether he will remain as a Cubs player next season or transfer to another team. Therefore, for Imanaga too, this is a crucial time to demonstrate his abilities. So I hope he continues to do his best at this rate. With the Japanese duo of the Cubs delivering such splendid performances, Japanese fans must have been thrilled beyond measure. That is all for today. Thank you very much.